Just making sure we're live. Just waiting for my computer. It always is a few minutes later for some reason. Let's have a look. Let me come out. Let me go. Post. I'm just trying to get sorted. Hi Sylvia. Hi Izzy. It's alright, my computer says no. Come on. Come on. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, computer. Come on. Oh dear. Aha! Found myself. Come on. And I can hear myself. Aha! Found myself. Right. I can hear myself. That's it. We're muted. Excellent. Right. Okie dokie. Right. Hello, good evening and welcome. Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. Right. So as you can see, look, I've done my poster. I've got my dates. We're getting sorted eventually. So our first class, in-person class, is the 30th of March. And the classes are held at the Cozy Cake Shop at Epworth. It's £15 per person. We're making 3 cards. And you get the tuition, you get all the materials to make the cards, and light refreshments. So I just thought we'd start with that and get sorted. So there we go. So yeah, we have monthly classes starting the 30th of March, 7 while 9, and in Epworth at the Cozy Cake Shop. So anybody who is interested, drop me a line. Just contact me. Okay, I shall move my poster. Now, what we're going to be making this week. We're going to be making this cute little bunny card. It falls flat to go in an envelope. Hi Chris. So it's just got that little bit of dimension. Easy card. And we're using, if I put that, we're using Playing in the Rain stamp set, and it's this little bunny here. And shown on the front is not the correct size. It's 85%. He's quite big, and he's so sweet. It's the first time I've sort of played with it, because I've not used the stamp set. I used the Designer Series paper last time. So this time we're going in, doing a little bit of colouring. So let's just think about this. I'm just going to show you what we're going to be using. We're using the Happy Birthday out of the Artistically inked stamp set. We're going to be using one of my favourite of all time, Stylish Shapes dies. We're going to be using Alphabet a la Mode dies. And we're going to be using the Playing in the Rain dies, which obviously match the stamp set. I'm only using a couple of dies out of there. So that is what we're using. will show you this. If you're not into colouring at all, this has got some cracking designer series paper. So I'm just going to move those out of the way. How sweet are these? So gorgeous. And they've got that, can you see the sheen? It's beautiful. So for instance, in the die set, so if you don't like colouring, the die is actually cut the bunny out, the foxy out, or you can fussy cut probably the turtle actually as well. Yeah, so all three on there we can cut out from the dies, with the dies, or as I say, you can fussy cut, so you don't have to colour them. I think the last, when I used this, I've used the not the stamp set, but I used the dies and the designer series paper. I can't remember what I made now. I made something, and we die cut. So this is the designer series paper that you can get. Beautiful, beautiful colours. I know I've showed you them before, but you can see the sheen on there. That little bit of gloss. You can fussy cut, you can die cut one of the umbrellas out from the dies. This is the raindrops. This is what we used before. That's lovely, I love that colour. Mixture of oranges and pinks. That's lovely. That's got more rain on it. That's the same. That's a nice floral one. Bright and cheerful. That was on the other side of the umbrellas. And we've got these. I did the piggy. What did I do the piggy on? I did the piggy on an impossible box, if I remember rightly. But I just fussy cut these out. It's all good fun. Got a little doggy. Got this turtle with an umbrella up. And the piggy. And that's got raindrops. Lovely colours on the other side. You can see I've been using it. That one, that one, that one. We've done that. Dropping bits everywhere. This is a lovely piece. This is what I've actually used for the card we're doing. How sweet is that? And then really bright and vibrant check. And that's another one of those. So it's a lovely set. Playing in the Rain. You can buy it as a, I think it's as a sweet collection. And this is from the mini catalogue. I'll just quickly show you. Move my plant out of the way. So this is the designer series paper. And then there's the bundle. You can get in the sweet collection, you can get the embossing folder, the raindrops embossing folder. You can also get little tiny embellishment, flower embellishments. It's so cute, but I just loved the little bunny, which drew my attention. So that is what we're going to be using. So what techniques are we going to be using tonight? If I bring the card back in. So, we're going to be using paper piecing for his jacket, little bunny's jacket. We're going to be heat embossing on vellum for the clouds. Okay. I've used the adhesive sheets for my numbers. on there. You can do all sorts. I nearly made and out of these, and I might do it one week. Nearly made some little bunting to go across, but I didn't have chance. So let's get started. Let's get started. Cute little bunny, here we come. Right, if I pop him, I might have to move him in a bit. Excuse me. I haven't got a drink, so if I start coughing, what have I done? You see, I was late back tonight, so I'm not megally prepared. Right, so I'm using a piece of thick basic white. Okay, so we need 2 pieces of card to make this base card. I'm going to have to move him out the way. Sorry, Mr. Bunny. I might just have to lift that up so I can get me trimmer in. Okie dokie. Right, so it's a sort of a reverse bridge card in some respects, a little bit like it. Whereas a bridge card, I would have it that way, with that at the back, but only use part of the front here. So it's just a reverse. So we need 2 pieces. So we need 1 piece at 10.5 centimetres by 19 centimetres. And we need 1 piece at 15 centimetres by 10.5. Now, because this A4, it's 21 centimetres, we can go this way and 10.5. Let me just pull that down. So I've got 10.5 strip and a 10.5. That's 10, Lorna. Let's go for it. Brain not on planet, as normal. Away with the fairies. Right, I need to put my arm out so we can see 19. So this is the 19. Put that in my scrappy box. So that is a piece 19 centimetres by 10.5 centimetres. And we need this piece at 15 centimetres. There we go. So we have the 2 pieces. The largest piece of the 2, we're going to do some scoring. So we're going to pop it in landscape. Going to move my blade down. I don't want to use it by mistake like I usually do. Okay, so we need to score from each end 2.5 centimetres and 4.5 centimetres. So 2.5, 4.5. I'm going to spin that round and we're going to do 2.5 and 4.5. Okay, so that is our piece. Hi, Carol. Right, I think we're done with that piece now, she says. While we've got it out, actually, we need to cut the background piece. So we're going to put the big piece just to one side for the moment. I have a piece. Oh, yeah, not far off. This is the piece that I had yesterday. So if I just get the full sheet, I'll just show you how I cut it. Okay. So to show you on the card, I just wanted a tiny piece of green at the bottom, and then the rest sky, so we could show off the clouds. I just wanted that background with the flowers in. So this is what we did. So this is the full sheet of 12 by 12. So I wanted a piece really with the middle section. So what I did, I cut it into 3 strips. If I can pick this up. So bottom, top, and that one was in the middle. Like so. Other way around, Lorna. Like so. That was actually that side. So that is how I got the middle section. And I've just taken that out. And we can use that. We can use that on the card, as well as the flowers. Okay, it's just a nice, bright, cheery card. Okay. So we need to cut this the same size as that. So it was 10.5. It was just slightly. Just need to take that little bit off because it was 15. And I just want this in half. Let's just trim that tiny little piece off. Okay, so we've got the background. I'll stick that on in a moment. Right, we'll put that to one side. I can now sit down. Oh, bring my squeaky chair up. We've got no cats as yet tonight, so hey, we're doing well. Right, I'm going to just glue this designer scene teeth and skirt designer series paper on. So I'll just put a bit of wet glue on. Oops. Spin that over. And I'm just going to level it up like so. There we go. That's our base. That is my base bit done. That can go to one side. Done. Just make sure my eyes aren't. My eyes are playing me up at the moment. I don't know if it's because it's my glasses, my new glasses, I don't know, but we're having a bit of fun with them. Right, so we need to burnish. So we've done, we've scored at either end. We've got 2 score lines, okay? So we're just going to do one back and the outer one forward. So we get this, okay? One out, one forward. So this is what we've got. I'll just bring my bone folder in just to give it the crisper edges. Okay, that's what we've got. Right, I thought I'd be a bit different. I've done a circle, so I thought I might do a square. I don't know, what do we think? Circle or square at the front? First one to say on comments, we'll do it. It's either going to be a circle or a square. and I am using the wonderful Stylish Shapes dies. You know I love these. Right, Chris has gone for circle, so that's what we're doing. We'll go for a circle and not a square. Just pop these back on my magnetic sheet. So we're using, out of the Stylish Shapes, the largest circle die. We're also going to be using the narrow banners. So we've got the longer one and the shorter one. Okay, so those are the dies we're going to be using out of there. So I'm just popping them down. I'm trying to organise myself. Trying to. Right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to, I'm eyeballing it. You can measure it, I just eyeball it. Just going to pop them on me. Oh, thing. Right, so I need for this my big die cutting machine. I'm just going to move that out of the way. There we go. Okie dokie. Just going to make sure. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to pop that on. I'm going to get some of my, wherever it is. I had it last night. You can guarantee I'll have lost it in the matter of an evening. Some of my low tack tape. Just eyeballing that. And I'm just going to pop that on there. And we're going to run that through our machine. That's done. I'll move that over there. Out the way. Okay. I'll sit down again. Oh, leggy pegs. So, just take that tape off. We're going to save this circle for another project some other time. So that can go in my little... We've all got that little bits and bobs stash on his desk, haven't we? Gonna have to do something with mine. Look at the state. Look. It's got all sorts in. I'm gonna have to sort it out. I'm gonna have to get a challenge on and make a card out of my bits and bobs. Okay. Right, so we've got that done. So I'm going to put that to one side for the moment because I'm going to do some stamping. So I'll just pop that up there. I'm going to get a piece of ordinary basic white. Here we are. I'm just going to put my die up there. So ordinary basic white. We're going to bring in the bunny stamp, our memento ink, and some blends. So I am using dark and light smoky slate and a light flirty flamingo to colour bunny in. Now I will show you what I did. These are my attempts last night. That was my first attempt. I liked him, but I wanted it to be, I don't know, I tried grey and I preferred grey to the brown. It's just very pale, but it's cute. I've got it there to use for another project. And then I just stamped a couple out. I used Pool Party just to give it a bit of, this one a bit of shading. I haven't done anything with the coat or anything. But I used, as I say, Pool Party just for a little bit of shading and some flirty flamingo. And then I did Balmy Blue with this one. So what I'll do is I will use them at a later date. But I just wanted to have a play, as I do, to have a look, see how it goes. Right. Memento ink. We're going to ink up Mr. Bunny. Just gentle tapping. And we're going to go and stamp him. Just that bit of pressure. There we go. Wonderful buns. It'd make a great Easter card. Absolutely great Easter card. So you could do it as a happy Easter card. I've done it as a birthday card. You could do it as a Mother's Day card. Whatever. Just good fun. Right. So, Bunny. Let's go for it. Now, I will forewarn you, I'm not a colourist. I'm not amazing at colouring. The blends make it easy. If you've never used blends before, it's an alcoholic marker. I always like to use the brush end. But it's got the brush end and the bullet end. And it's fun. Absolutely fun. Right. So I'm going in with the light. Just make sure, yeah, I'm going in with the light. I always go light first and then go in with the dark and go back to the light. Okay. So I'll just want to give him a little, just a little bit of colour. I'm going to go in again with the light anyway. Okay, I'm going to pick my dark up and I'm just going to go in where it will be that bit darker, get a bit of shading. Just a little bit. Say I'm no colourist at all. Back with the light. And I'm just going to go in and blend. So I'm just, you don't have to colour him in totally. You can give a bit, leave a bit of white, doesn't matter. But it just gives that little bit. I want his little hands. Just going to go in with the light on his hands. Okay, I've left his toes for his feet. Okay, how simple was that? We're going to go in with light Flirty Flamingo. We're going to give him some rosy cheeks. We're just going to do some flicks up his ears. We've got to do his nose and then his little tootsies. I'm going to do, I didn't on there, but I'm just going to do his little tootsies. Okay, that's it. That's all it is. So sweet, so easy, so cute. I'm not using the puddle. Well, you could use the puddle, but I'm not. I'm just gonna cut that because I'm gonna die cut him. And this time he will, wrecking the joint. This time he, excuse me, he will go through my mini machine. Okay, so that is the die for that. I'm just going to take the couple of dies off that I need. So we need the cloud die and we need the grass die. See, in this you also get a lovely kite, you get a tree stump, you get butterflies, you get a bridge, That's to die cut your flowers out. That's to die cut the umbrella out, and then you've got your turtle and your fox die. I've not used the fox yet, so I'm looking forward to playing, colouring the fox in, but my favourite is the bunny. The bunny just hit me. When we went to Vienna and we saw the colouring in borders they had with all the new stamps and everything, it was fabulous. The bunny, he was so cute. He's just got character. Right, here we go. We're going to pop him in, and I'm just going to line him up. Hopefully, from this angle, I'm not very. Let's just. Oh, my chair. What was it? Is his squeaky wheels and my squeaky seat? Okay. So I've staggered my plates. Always stagger your plates with your mini. There we go. Oops. So I can't put that down. There we go. Look at him. So all we've got to do now is do the paper piecing for his little jacket. And this time doing a different colour to the card that I've already made. We're going to go in, and we're going to go in with so this is the Subtle 6x6 Designer Series paper. So for those that don't know, we've got Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, Highland Heather, Mint Macaron, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Soft Sea Foam, and So Saffron. And you do get, I believe it's 48, it's 40 sheets. 40 sheets. And you get, there's a floral design, on the back's a stripy design. That's the floral. Then we've got a check with the dots, and I think you get 2 of each, so you get 4 sheets per colour if I remember rightly. So we're going in with Highland Heather because we've done one in Calypso Coral. And that is in the annual catalogue, that. Okay, so you may wonder, can't even pick Bunny up. Come on, Bunny. That's it. So what we're going to do, we're going to go with the dotty side. We're going to get the bunny stamp again. And we're going... Oh, it's alright, my computer's just had a thing come up. Oh, Izzy's fussy cutting and needs 2 pair of glasses. Oh dear. Right, so I'm just going to concentrate on the bottom bit so we get his coat. There's no point in wasting any paper. Just got a scrap piece of paper, so I'm just gonna stamp him like that. So we've got his little coat. Just gonna clean that off with my chamois. And we're gonna fussy cut. Get my snips. Who doesn't love a bit of fussy cutting? I know some people hate it. But I find it very therapeutic. So we're just going to go in just into the black line, if I can see. And we're moving the card or paper, not the scissors. So we're just going round like so. It's just a nice way. It's a good way to use your scraps up. Definitely. And there we go. Going like that. And like that. Just a little bit at the bottom. Like so. There we are. How cute is that, his little coat? So I'm just going to pop his rubbish scraps in the bin. And what we're going to do then is put some glue on there and stick it down. Let's do that. Do you know, I can't believe we've not had a cat up. I did feed him just before I had my tea because they were driving me insane. So I think they might have got all settled. I think quite a few of them are on a radiator. Because it's cold. Has anybody got any snow today? I'm a big kid. I love snow. So I'm hoping we do get a little bit. There we go. There we go. Mr. Bunny. Or Miss Bunny, whatever you want to call it. The boy or a girl. Oh. Right. Can't pick him up. I'm terrible. Okay, so we're gonna come to the front. This is gonna go on the front here. But before we start putting it together, we need some colour. So, blending brushes. We're going in with Balmy Blue and I'm just trying to get that one, I think. And Old Olive. Now, what did I do? Old Olive and Balmy Blue. There we go. Oh, you had some, Sylvia. I love to see, absolutely love to see snow. It's nice when you don't have to go anywhere. Unfortunately, I've got to go to work. So if it does snow, it just makes it a little bit tricky, but I love to see it. Just something magical about snow when you've got a covering of snow and everything's white. It's lovely. Okie dokie. We're going to go in with Balmy Blue. I'm using the bigger brush. And all we're doing, we're going to start off the card. And we're just going to come on down. Okay. So we're just going to wink up again. And we're just going to come that bit further down. I want to come most of the way down with the blue. Right, so what I could have done is in fact we can show you. We could put some, I know I've got clouds, I know I've done the vellum clouds, but let me just what have I done with them? Aha. So in the dies for the set, the bundle, you get some cloud dies. This is what we're going to use for the vellum, but I'm going to use this as, well, you'll see, as like a stencil, and we're going to blend. I've lost my plates, just a sec. It's just struck me, that's why. These things just hit me. I think we could do that. Let me just find a scrap. So I'm just gonna die cut. So you can do it one of two ways. So we could do it this way, make it a little bit darker on the outside, so use it, you get a cloud. You could do it that way, or if you want a bit of a darker cloud, you could use this piece and make it a darker cloud. Just as I'm thinking, just to give it that little bit of, you know, character, you can do it. Just suddenly struck me. I can't pick them up. I've got no nails, so I can't pick anything up. So just gonna do the same. Just gonna go round, just to give you some ideas, some tips and techniques. See, there again, you can see we've got the clouds. And just so it doesn't look odd, we're going to go in here, do the same. It's just different techniques. Okay, another cloud. I'll go over here. Just makes a different background. I didn't do it on the other one. There we go. So you can just, it does help if I hold the card underneath, doesn't it? So we can just go in round. So it just gives you a cloudy background. There you go. That's just a tip I just came up with. My brain suddenly starts whirling. Right, old olive. We're just going to go and do the bottom. I'm not concerned at all. And yet again, we could and we can. So this time, whoops, these are the little blades of grass. You've got one each direction. So let's just cut. Hi Renee. No worries. Thanks for joining. So we're going to do the same. We're going to die cut again. Oops. So I'm just die cutting a piece. Okay, so that's my die cut pieces. This is my, it just shows you can just imagination and just create. It's lovely. So let's just go in and, oh, thank you, Renee. We're just gonna, we've got grass, darker. There we go. You've got the grass at the bottom. Go in with this one. And then just keep. There we go. It just gives it that little bit of a different background. We are going to cover some of this up. Doesn't matter. We are going to, I mean, on this one, I die cut some scraps of designer series paper that I had left over. I always try and use my little scrap bits up. So I just, and grass grows any which way, doesn't matter. Just creating. So I might just leave this one like that. I might not do any die cutting for the grass. There we go. Just gives it that bit extra, and gives a bit of dimension. Right. Go in. Okay, so you can do however you want. So we've got that grass at the bottom. You can do anything, absolutely anything. If you just want to leave it just with just ordinary blending, do whatever you like. The world is your oyster. You can decorate however. I just thought about that. That was just a thought that had come to me. Right. So I'll just re-burnish my side. Right. We shall start putting the base together. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to trim just a tad. I've cut one just a tad bigger than the other. That's one thing I love about this trimmer. You can cut narrow bits off. Yeah. Okay, spot on. That'll do. We can always just trim it with some scissors if we're not happy. Right. So we're going to pop this on. I'm going to pop it on with a wet glue because we have that wiggle room. So just on the outside tabs. They're saying you can decorate it however You could have the bunny inside the circle. Right, this is how I did it. So I put the edge on that side and then went to put the edge on that side. Just put some pressure. There we go. It stands up. So I'm just, that's it. I'm just going to put some pressure on. So I'm just going to fold it as if it was folded in the envelope. Hi Shaz. No worries. You've had a rough old week. So that is our base card. We can write on the back. So we could put our greeting, our sentiment, whatever on the back. And you can, it will fold flat, so you can write on the back. Okay, so when you stand it up, it's great fun. It's just a sweet card, it really is. Right. We've got our clouds to do from vellum. And yes, I cut some vellum out. What did I do with it? I'm so organised. I always think I am. Then I lose everything. Vellum, where are you? You know something? And it doesn't help because it's fairly see-through. Oh, found it. There we go. We've got it. Might see it better on a colour, I think. Yeah. Right. Versamark ink. White embossing powder. So we've got our embossing buddy. I'm just going over my piece of vellum to take any grease or any marks. Oh, another one. Oh, bless. Sending much love, Shaz. Right. Clouds. So we've used our embossing buddy on the vellum. I'm now using Versamark ink on the clouds. I'm just going to stamp them like so. There we go. And am I going to be daring? I'm going like this. Okay. And those of you who know what I'm like, I love heat embossing. So don't usually do it on vellum. So the tip for using vellum and heat embossing, I'm just going to move that over there, is we are not heat embossing on number 2 because it's got 2 settings and I'm all wrapped up in my cable. We're using the first heat setting, not the second. So I've just got my tweezers. I'm just going to pull those out of the way. Just takes a little bit longer. Just let it warm up. So we're on the first heat setting. It takes just a little bit longer, as I said, but we can see it. We can see it when it starts to turn. There we go. It started. So it goes from powder to like a shiny and it's ace. I love the copper in the metallic set. I just love heat embossing. But yeah, you don't want to put it on the second setting because it'll be too hot for the vellum. Okay, and there we are. Put that away. They always get wrapped up and tackled up in the cable. Terrible. So what we're going to do now, we're going to bring in our little mini again, and we will die cut it. So I'm going to use tape again. And let's just, we'll go in like that. Can't see very well from this angle, but and just roll through. And there's our little. There we are. Our little cloud. Pop that over there. Right, so we've done the clouds. We want the happy birthday. I have used the happy birthday out of Artistically inked. It's a nice size, and the stylish shapes dies, the narrow banners, it won't do it all. So the little one does the happy, and then tips and tricks, the birthday is made with that big one. Right, so I'm just getting post-it note. I am putting it over the birthday. Oh yes, Renee, the embossing, it's, oh, I get so excited when it turns from powder to liquid. I just love it. Right, so we've covered up the birthday. We're going to ink the happy up. Okay, we're going to take our post-it note off, and we're going to stamp happy, like so. And just get my, oh, I done with my chamois. It's a gonna work, is, oh, where are we? See ya. Move things around on my desk. I'm terrible. So we clean the happy off. another post-it note. You can use the same one, but I end up getting stuff everywhere. So we're going to now cover the happy. And we're going to wink. Birthday. Okay. Take that off. And I'm going to put birthday. I'll do it this way. There we go. We've got happy and birthday. We shall die cut those and we can use the mini machine. So I've just stamped that in basic grey. I didn't want black. I've gone in with basic grey. Don't you just love your mini machine? It's great. You can just backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. What have I done with my plates? Okay, you can see mine are well used, well loved. Look, I've got this, it's cracking, look, but it still works. It's absolutely fine. So all I'm going to do scrap down there. So we've got the happy and the birthday. Put the birthday in. Right. What I'm doing with this, obviously you can see that it's too long. So one of my tips tonight is get it centered where you want it. If I can. Can't see very well from this angle. I'm going to put some tape on. Hold it in place. We've got the happy, and that just fits the happy. Put some tape on just to hold it. And we're going to put those through. So our happy is done. Put my die up out the way because otherwise it will go and get lost. I've been there, done that before. Okay, I'm keeping that. So you can see we've got the flag at one end. Now what we're going to do, we're going to use the flag the opposite end. And you can feel, because it has stitching down the side, you can feel when that the die goes into those stitches. So it's quite easy to cut a shorter length. There we go. Like so. That's one of my tips for tonight. Just turn that off. Put my die up there. And I think we can start popping it together. We're nearly done. Right. So we want glue dots. Right, so the little dot that's in the middle, just going to go over. Stick that to that. Same with this one. that to that. And they've all got sort of little marks, cloudy marks in them. So I'm only putting one glue dot on each. Okie dokie. I know what I haven't done. That'll be my next job. Right. So I'm just going to go in and we're going to pop the clouds so you can just see them. Put that one. I'm just going to get my tweezers. Okay, just so you can just see them underneath. And then this one we're going to pop at the top. Okay. We then get the happy 100th birthday. We're going to put some dimensionals. I'll get the mini ones. So the happy we can pop up there. So just going to pop 3 dimensionals on that. Oh, my kitty cats must have full bellies and they're quite happy and satisfied. You can guarantee as soon as I've finished and I start doing my photos and uploading my things, preparing my YouTube, you can guarantee they'll want loving and they want fussing and they will not leave me alone. Monty was helping me choose his photo the other night to pop on. I think I did put a picture up. Right. I'm gonna go and pop that. I'm just being mindful. Another tip. So like I've just popped that on there. It only just goes over the edge. And I've got that little bit of stickiness from from the dimensional. Couldn't get my brain going. Embossing buddy. We just go in. The stickiness is gone. It's great. Great for using like that. Right, Mr. Bunny. So we're going to have Mr. Bunny like that again. I'm going to pop him on dimensionals. So I only want dimensionals on this left hand side. So when I turn it over, it's going to be the right hand side. So let's pop some dimensionals. I'm going to do a couple of small ones on his ear. I'm going to do a big one just on his thigh. Oops, come back. And then a little one on his foot. So we'll take those off. And then we're going to place him like so. So he's so cute. He's lovely. Absolutely lovely. One last thing is the numbers. So let me find, this is the Alamo dies we're using. And I'm also going to quickly show you. This is the double-sided adhesive sheets. And I'm just going to go in. Do I just do it like that? Right. So I'm just gonna. We're just gonna peel off a little bit. She says. I wish my nails would grow. So we're just gonna pull that back so I can get, actually that might do. So I'm just gonna put that piece on. Okay, I'm just gonna cut round it. Everybody does things differently. That's it. I don't want to waste my sheets. So as you can see, we've got, just let me pull that bit off. Like that, and that bit off. Oops. You're welcome off. There we go. There we are. So I want, there's a number 7 from my Alamo dies. Number 7. Don't like to waste it. And then the last 2 passes of our machine for tonight. Oh dear, I'd lose my head if it was unscrewed, honestly. So pass that through once. Just get my poker tool. And then we're just going to pass it through one more time. There we go. Oh, so Izzy's made a new baby card. So yeah, it's fab. Have you used the same stamp set, Izzy? Right, I better pop that up there because I'll lose it. Okie dokie. So I'm just gonna pull this off. I've actually missed a bit, but hey, it'll still stick. I've got to use my tweezers for this. I'm just gonna eyeball it. That'll do. So we've got 7. And then just makes it a sticker. It's so easy. I'm gonna have to stand up because I can't. Not the same set. Ah, right. Okie dokie. But this you could use this set for you baby. Okay, we're done and dusted. So we've had a few tips and tricks and whatever tonight. We've used vellum. So which colour are we preferring? We have Highland Heather or Calypso Coral. Which do we... Yes, it would make a lovely baby card. Definitely, Izzy. It'd be nice in... I've just made a frame. I am going to put a picture up on my Facebook and Instagram page. A sampler I've just made for my beautician in... she's just had a little girl, and it'd be lovely for that. So there we go. So Chris likes Calypso Coral, Sylvia likes them both. Excellent. I think that I do. I love them. They're cute. But these are for my friend's little girl. She has twins, and it was the birthday. I'm late as per normal. Yeah, so they're going to be photographed and then sent off for 2 little girls. Right. Well, thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's been lovely. Next week, it's a bit hit and miss next week because we've got a meeting on Tuesday evening, so I can't do Tuesday evening. I will try for Monday evening. It just depends on how I get sorted. We're back at the hospital on Thursday with hubby, so see if his shoulder has started calcifying. Let's hope, fingers crossed. He's been in agony, bless him. So yes, so we'll see if I might just nip on and do some tips and tricks or something one night, but I will notify you the sort of night before, so you know I'm coming on. So it'll definitely not be Tuesday night, possibility Monday, so we will see. Midweek makes, very good. I like that. Midweek makes, maybe Wednesday night. We shall see. We'll get on one way or another, but definitely not Tuesday. So yeah, so I'd just like to say thank you once again. Really enjoyed it. Just say it's so cute, such a cute stamp set with the dies. You could do all sorts with it, and I am going to be doing bits and bobs with it while we've still got it. It's in the catalogue, and the catalogue, we'll know a bit more about the new catalogue and what's stopping, what's not stopping by the end of the month, I think. So we'll have a good idea, but I want to use this one because I love it, and I hope you do. Thanks, Renee. So right, I will say a good evening, and all being well, we'll see you next week at some point. Failing that, it will be the Tuesday after as well if I don't get a chance. But I'll notify you. I'll put something on Facebook and Instagram. So right, thank you very much. If you're watching on catch up, thank you. It'll be uploaded, my video, onto YouTube on Thursday evening. I always do it for 8 o'clock or as near to 8 o'clock as I can. So if you have missed it and you've not watched it on Facebook, you can see it on YouTube from Thursday evening. Okie dokie. Well, thank you very much. And take care, everybody, especially if it's going to snow. Be safe. Be careful. And we will catch you next week. Thank you very much. Love to all. Bye.